Alright, I'm back. Hello. Thank you for getting first again, bravo. Thank you. Thank you for the cheese slap. Thank you for checking it. Thank you for the cheese slap. Thank you for the cheese slap. Thank you. Alright, yeah, I got it working again. Thank you for the nya. Turns out it was OBS, because the moment I stopped the stream, it freaking crashed. OBS just freaking crashed. Because of course it did. I need to update this damn thing. I think that's what half the problem is. I think I'm just forgetting to update OBS when it asks me to. I'm like, nah. I don't need to update. How dare you ask me to update? That's rude. I don't need to do that. Piece of shit. Turns out I kinda do need to update. Oh well. Oh, this looks so different. Stream. In person, it looks more like a brownish skin tone, but on stream, it's like a reddish flamed kind of thing. Well, this looks okay once it's done. The irritating thing about this thing is it's very, very tricky to figure out, like, alright, what is hair and what is like puff and what is like skin and shit. Because it all looks very, very blended together. Which I think is kind of the point, to be fair. Because it's supposed to be like in such a bad condition with it. But just patchy skin all over the place. Oh, this looks good once it's done. I'm gonna get at least one of these things. Because like, as you can see there, I've got a few of them in the background, but we're gonna at least get this little guy done. Hi Froster, welcome! I thought you were joining the art call up today for some reason. No, I'm trying out this to do the art again, and then if... Bravo! Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm just easing back into doing the art streams again. I've not done one in... Have I even done one this year? I'm not even sure. But welcome in, welcome. How you doing? Oh. Or forget. Sleepy only had 2 hours of sleep. Ah, that sucks. You should have to get a shit ton of sleep tonight when you get the chance. It's kind of a good thing I wasn't in the article lab today because, my god, I had a lot of technical problems at the start of stream. OBS just absolutely killed my cameras. I had to restart the stream again. So that was fun. Well, than that, yeah, it's going okay. So what's the plan for the art stream today? It happens, I know, right? I know. Oh, it's actually nice to you for once, Bravo. The previous stream absolutely screwed Bravo over with the PP size. Alright, I think that's probably enough for the skin color for the night time. Yeah, it's looking good. I like that. Happy lucky, no worries, no worries. Thanks for the alert. Right, put that aside. We're doing that. Just gonna look at ref. Okay. I love how I can't see between one ref this down. However, I was wrong with it. Let's do some yellow. So the scheme that we're working on today with these guys is the Scurvy clan. The Scurvy Gaming clan. They're basically like pirate rat. Though I will be completely honest, the reason I picked this scheme is because I really just want to do yellow rats. Like yellow outfits and stuff. I thought that would be really stick out quite a lot, yeah. I went to see a Momo paints these. Momo is going to be doing some of these as well. Like some, in fact. Don't know if she's going to do them on stream, but does look forward to that. I bet they're gonna look really cool. She's doing like another clan, Scryer clan, which is more like technologically based. I'm gonna be doing 3 of these in the same scheme, and then I'm gonna do the other 3 in a completely different scheme. Get a little bit of contrast going and stuff. I will admit, the stream does make the colours a lot more distinct looking. Because on my side, the yellow looks a bit patchy. And then when I look at the stream, it's like, ooh, look at that solid. Oh wow, look at that. But yeah, it does not look like that in real life. My god, I wish it did. Another good thing about contrast paint is so smooth it goes on. Really get that with base coats. It can be like that. Lighting does a lot of interesting things because it does indeed. My god. That's why some artists do like a thing, so that it looks like the light is shining on the paints. They paint it in such a way where it looks like as if what it would look like if the light was reflecting on the object, but it's not actually light. They're kind of like tricking your eyes. They're doing like a certain technique. They use like different combinations of like yellows and black and white and stuff to like stimulate it. Yeah, really cool. I would never ever do that because it's so complicated. And if you look at it from the wrong direction, it does not look right because the way it's designed is to look right from one angle. So as soon as you don't look at it from that angle, it looks like uncanny valley. Yeah. So those are the models that tend to get a lot of rewards. Because all you need is like the one perfect shot. If you get the one perfect shot, it's like there, bang. That's the one that's going to win the award. But these people put like 100 hours into one miniature this size. Like what we're talking one miniature. I could not put that time in. I just don't have the patience. Also don't really have the. I'm not sure if I'm passionate right. I don't know. I just want them to look good once they're done, and then I'm perfectly satisfied at that point. I don't need much more than that. Is that only yellow? Huh. Apparently it is. Oh, see, but understandable. Yeah. I mean, if I can hold it, that's the general rule of thumb they have. If you can hold one of these things at distance and like, oh, that looks good. That's usually sufficient. You don't really need much more than that. You really, really don't. The only reason you want to do something like that is if you're like a perfectionist, or you want to do like an award. You want to go for like a award or something. And maybe in the future, but currently I have too much backlog to really be worrying about that kind of thing. Right, yellow done. We're gonna move on and do some black detail. Yeah, let's do some black detail. And by black detailing, I mean like this one specific shoulder pad. We don't need this to be perfect or anything because we're going to be dry brushing this later to be more silver. We're just getting the base layer done in black, then we're going to go over it. Another thing with these miniatures is, see, once you get them done, and you start adding more and more color, that time when you get closer and closer to it. There we go. That'll do, that'll do. That's gonna be all the black. There we go. And you know what? This little sigil here, I'm gonna put some green paint inside that. If we do this right, I'm gonna put like a flesh tone up the top of that. Okay, that, why is it more yellow on video? Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna put like a flesh tone over that, and it's gonna glow like a green rune. Why is it yellow? Oh well. You'll see once I post it on social media that it's green. Good. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is the fur. This is going to be a little touch and go. If this is going to look. You know what? It's actually coming along quite good. Look at that. I suppose I should have expected that. The contrast color is literally called rat grind. Rat, yeah! We're doing the rat. Welcome in, Zest. How are you doing? I'm actually really come out along to these contrast paints. These contrast paints are actually really freaking good. When I started doing this hobby, I just adamantly refused to use contrast paints. I thought it was lazy. But my god, these really do the job so much more efficiently. That's the part we find you guys scaling control and you're like, right, dude. Yeah, we just turned the camera around and just on top of my head is just this giant freaking rat. Just this giant ugly ass Skaven like rat. You'll know for sure that's the case if I end up continuing streaming and painting. Like, I just got in the mail 40 clan rats. So, yeah. If I turn around and say, yeah, we're not ending stream after this one rat ogre, no. We're doing 40 clan rats after this and you better freaking stay. Yeah, nah. That'd take long enough to do freaking that many clan rats, let alone stream. Did you paint any Warhammer miniatures yourselves, Zest? Recently, no, but I do want to paint those new Sigma Grenadier guys when they come out. Ooh, nice, nice. I feel like Age of Sigmar has been doing amazing going from strength to strength with their model kits. I've been liking them to the point where I have like almost the entire Flesh Eater Corp miniature range because I just think they look so freaking. I also saw that 11th edition came out. Well, not came out for pre-order. And I don't know if I'm really in a rush to pre-order it, to be honest. I mean, that partially because the price went up, because yeah, of course it did, and partly because I have more than enough Space Marines. I don't really want more at the moment. I have a friend that likes to play Orc, so I was considering splitting it with them, but if I'm only getting the Space Marine side, I'm like, I really want these guys. I've already got an entire box of like Death Company I need to build and paint. They technically are out already, but why the fuck would I buy 220 quid for only 10 guys? Yeah, right. I haven't seen, like you're saying, I haven't seen quite a few people that have picked them up from their local store and just. I mean, fair play to the people that own these stores. Like, hell yeah, buddy, MVP, giving your favorite customers shit early, but it's a hell of a risk. If Game Workshop end up finding out that you released that shit early, oof, you know, a lot of trouble. I think for the Space Marine side, what is it? It's like Vanguard Veteran, a Librarian, a Chaplain with a jump pack, Captain, and I think one other Scott. Oh, and the Space Buggy thing, whatever the hell its name was again. Land Speeder, that's the one. Land Speeder. Yeah, nah, I'm not really that bold. The orcs do look cool though. So I think the next step we're going to do is I'm going to add the skin in between the patchy section to make like a flame skin. Then we're going to move on to there and do some of the metal detailing. It looks like such an ugly bastard, but I'm happy. I'm quite happy with this so far. I wouldn't put it past Games Workshop to send the fucking Pinkertons over like Wizards of the Coast did when that one guy had unreleased magic cards they gave him by mistake. Yeah, I saw that. Like, holy fuck. I don't think Wizards of the Coast will ever live that down. But nah, I think Games Workshop is more chill. They're most likely to just cut off any more pre-order stuff to that store. Yeah, we're done with the contrast paints. Let's move on to base coats. I don't know. Part of me kind of just wanted to get 11th edition because it's basically 2nd edition again. And because, what was his name? Was it John Blanche? Like they're one of the OG artists for Warhammer that died recently. Oh, I was kind of tempted to get it for those reasons, but buying Warhammer isn't like something you do in someone else's name unless one of your friends or something. Besides, I have such a big backlog, like, oh my god. It's not like, oh, those aren't released yet, please don't show them. Nope, went full Henry Ford and said the fucking what's after that? They need to chill. Honest to god, they really need to chill. Oh, that's the wrong color. Whoops. I was not paying attention. Whoops. Wizard of the Coast has so many decks coming out. And stats, like, I don't know what the problem was. Do you know what would be really funny? If that had happened to someone that got the Spider-Man set. Because no one gives a shit about the Spider-Man set. I love Spider-Man, but my god, that set just died. I think, like me, a lot of people are just getting Marvel fatigue. One set of miniatures I'm really struggling to not buy or, well, pre-order is those new Gundam Assemble miniatures. Because I'm not really a massive Gundam guy, but the first series of Gundam, like the Universal Century one, I really fucked with those Gundams. Like the Zaku and the RX-78. 78 too? Yeah. And they've got starter sets coming out in October. I'm like, oh, do I get them? I don't know. I'm hoping I have the willpower because like I said, I just don't have the space anymore. I've got boxes coming out my ass. I keep telling myself every year I am not going to be buying any more miniatures because I just got too much to do. And every single time I end up seeing something really cool that I want to get. Part of me is kind of hoping that Wizard of the Coast, along with like Pokemon, ends up losing an absolute metric shit ton of money. Partly because of scalpers and partly because they're just releasing too many goddamn set every single year now. Just to take advantage of like FOMO. It'd be nice if that all crashed and burned. You're really bad for these rats. These rats have seen better days. Before getting into this game, I decided to like look up a shit ton of lore. Partly because it was interesting, partly because, unlike a lot of people, I really like to make sure I'm painting the things I'm painting correctly. Turns out, according to lore, rat ogres are made by Clan Molder, which are ones that basically take bits of skin and other rats and stuff and just like mash them together with like surgery and stuff. And the little assholes, I love scabbing. So yeah, once they do that, they start to like rent out or sell their really weird creations to other clans. So I was pretty close to not using these with my chosen clan because I thought, oh, it doesn't really make sense. But yeah, it turns out it does because they're just mercenary units almost. Oh, missed a bit. Oop. Get Pokemon Go out of the way, and then we're going to move on to do some lead build. Here it goes. Yeah, Toto! Welcome in, buddy! How you doing? How's things? How's things in Yatoto land? Yep. Ah, we're just having a chill time, just painting a big rat. Going well. Going very well. I've got most of them done. I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm doing good. A little bit tired, but can't complain. I mean, I have had dinner, so that does make sense. I'm gonna take some rest, buddy. I will. It's more just the new medication I'm taking that's making me very tired. So, I don't know, maybe I'll get to the end of the month and they'll be like, you don't need to take it anymore. That would be nice. Has stream gone so far? I mean, OBS kind of broke my camera. It broke two of my cameras. And then I had to reset the stream, but after getting that fixed, it's been good. It's been good. Just doing a bit of chilling. Yeah. Awesome painting, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't sure how this one was going to turn out, so this is basically the test model that we're doing. We're doing this one, and then I might do the rest of them on stream. I'll see how I'm feeling. Looking great, thank you, thank you. They're just big rats, basically. Yeah. They're just big monstrous, like, cybernetically infused rats. And also Momo's favorite army. Momo loves the rats. She loves rats? Yeah, she loves rats. She looked through all the creatures and stuff in Warhammer and was like, yeah, I vibe with the rats. I think for a time I gave her like the nickname Rat Queen. That was fun. Next time she streams, I'll call her that then, the Rat Queen. Yay! I'm not sure what her schedule is this week, but I'm pretty sure she should be streaming this week. So yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Problem is, you'll know exactly where that's coming from. Oh well. Yeah, she's exhausted days, so no pressure for her to stream. She should take her time. Yeah, she absolutely freaking should. Yeah, she's still busy with all the life stuff. Hope that gets resolved soon. I really do. We got some time last week to get some streams, but yeah, that would be lovely. She deserves the rest. Right. Oh, there we go. There's my silver. Right. See, by the end of this, it ends up being one of those, you know, those things when you're a little kid, and it's like a white sheet with numbers on it, and it gives you like a certain numbers to paint. It gives you like, it sends certain colors to numbers. So you color in and you eventually see what it looks like. Yeah, that's kind of like what this turns into near the end. You're like, ooh, a white bit. I wonder what color that's supposed to be. Kind of thing. It's really satisfying though. It really is. Do you do the color yourself, or is it like a book telling you where to put each color? There are paint schemes that give you like guides on what color to paint what, but they change what color is what so many times and what the name of the color is and the hue. At a certain point, I just pick whatever works, honestly. And if I get to the end and it looks decent, I'm happy. I used to follow like a very strict painting guide on an app, but then, like I said, they changed the names of stuff, and I just make it look as good as I can. I couldn't do that. I'd be too stressed to put the wrong color at the wrong place. See, that's the good thing. There is no wrong color in these miniature kits. As long as it's not like coloring it in a certain way to like mix them up and think it's something else, you're fine. The amount of these miniatures I've seen painted in Pride colors this month, you have no idea. So many. many figures do you have? I have too many. I have too many. The last few years I've been trying to paint like, what, 100 miniatures every year to get through the backlog that I have. Really been slacking this year. But I've managed to paint 360, I think. I still have like over 200 that I need to build and paint. So quite a lot. Quite a lot. And speaking of that, Momo just sent me 40 rats. Because, you know, of course. So that's an additional 40 onto that number. So, great. Great. Going well. Of course she's a rat. Yeah. Yeah, it makes complete sense. Getting nice are really close to the end of this one. This may end up being a short stream today. So if it does end up being a short stream, I think I might do the basing as well. Just to... and gives a bit of extra time. Can't wait to call her Rat Queen from now and she'll hate me for it. Oh god. Yo, I'm kind of half expecting her to not be annoyed by that and just be like, yes, I am the Rat Queen. Yeah, I can just immediately see her doing that. She just loves her rats too much. Alright, what colour am I gonna make the... Yeah, she'll do it. She will 100% do that. I'll tell her to you. Yo, I don't mind. The more teasing I cause Momo, the happier. Alright, this works. Oh. When are you two coming to France? I don't know. If Patreon goes back to France, Pixie is going to France. Thank you for the hydrate and stretching the head pat, Annie. Thank you. The next place everyone is going to be Germany, Yato, because that's the next place that TwitchCon's going to be. I show you beautiful places. Nice. I need to go to more places in France because I've mainly just been around Paris, and I was at the southern point of France for a while. So I've really not seen much of the in-between parts of France too much. I've seen a lot more of Italy than I have France. Arsenal, I know, I've heard. I've heard that a lot of people in France do not like the people in Paris because they're too, I don't know, what's the word, snotty, arrogant, asshole-ish. I don't know. I love the adjectives. I'm gonna need to touch, but yeah, Annie has to come far. Annie has to come quite far. Um, This black. Let's do his little nails. I bring Momo, Nemru, and Bravo with me. Yay! I'd love to check out where Annie is because I need to explore more Asian countries. I've been to very few, and by very few I mean I've been to one. So yeah, that needs to change. I haven't been to any Asian. We need to change that, wouldn't we, Yato? Because all the countries are really interesting. But they're so freaking far away. Get little nail. Hello. I really need to tidy a lot up. I always love to welcome any of you here. What's the next? Oh, Bathtub Gold. There we go. I think think Annie showed pictures of where she's from at one point. Had like a lot of really cool, like natural locations and stuff. I love seeing that because that's like a big part of what my country is all about. Just all the nature. Bit of a side tangent, but have you guys seen that new anime that's came out? The one about the convenience store smoking one? That looks like a super wholesome slice of life. Where the female character is like completely different on and off shift. To the point that the main character does not know. It doesn't realize it's the same person. He thinks it's two different people. The only downside of the show is I've seen a lot of people being like, "Oh, this show what makes me want to start smoking." I'm like, no, don't start smoking because the freaking show is good. Please, don't do it. This is the freaking 80s all over again. It does look really cute though. I'm totally gonna watch that anime. I do love a little slice of life every now and then. Laura was. No. Gotta go eat, but wish you a good rest of your stream. Thank you, Yatoto. Bye now, have good yums. Going really well. I've almost got no white bits left. Just a few little bits to clean up, right? Then we move on to the shading. And probably the dry brushing as well. Jeez, I'm gonna have to work up to doing 4-hour streams of this again, because I already feel tired. Okay, what were we doing? Rattling Brain, that's what it was. That's what we're doing for. Right, I think that's more or less tied it up. So thanks to that, I don't need to mess around too much with other paint. Maybe darken that a little. Just a bit better. A bit under that back leg, that's not too bright. But might do. Yellow's completely different from when we started. Love it. Love it. Love it. With that stage done, I'm gonna sit for a little minute. Such detailed work. Looks great. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Yeah, we're not done yet for the day. It's only been an hour. So we're gonna do some more shading. I say some more shading. We're gonna do some shading and then we're gonna do some dry brushing to really bring out the detail on. Hopefully it'll look even better. the Costa Canny. Let's have a look at the paint guide. We can know what we need to do here. This will make things easy. One of these things we only need to do one dry brush. Oh, we're gonna not be first. Okay, that looks so much better. Look at the shoulder pad. Look at that. It's so much more striking. Love it. Good. Alright, we're going to move on from that and we're going to do some skin shading. Because I know it only shows like this on the stream, but the bits that are like bright pink stream, they sure as hell aren't bright on my end. So I'm going to get to them right quick and darken them down a little bit. Big brush. I mean, like, look at the difference. Look, you've got this one, and then you've got this guy. Look at that. Look how different these are. Just after like a bit of paint. You've not done a bit of painting in a while. You seem kind of forget that. You forget how much of a difference it really does make. Okay. Shading time. Again? Or what? Some of these brushes are really neat. And they are wrecked. Like no one's business. Dry brush. Alright. It still looks like really, really like a fused skin on here, but I don't know, part of me kind of likes that how you guys are seeing it. It looks very, very like bruised and shit. So, okay. That's at least that part of the mini done. Alright, what do we do next? Probably the metal. Do the metal. Get some non-oil up in here, get some iron breaker, get some somehow silver. Where the hell I put the somehow silver? My belcher. There it is. Found it. Nice. It looks nice. Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Okay, so we need two shades right now. We need non-oil and aggressive shade. We'll go with the non-oil for that. The good thing about this shade paints is they bring a lot of definition to the things you're painting. So things that look very flat, as soon as you apply a shade paint, you see all the recesses and the detailing. A very, very useful paint. I mean, there's nothing I love better than accidentally jamming my thumb into a paint. But what I really want to do. Yeah, big reserve shade on yellow and dark a bit. Makes no sense why rats would have bright yellow. Why is that pure? Okay, I don't know. I did not get it. It just appears bright orange for you guys. Oof. Weird. Very, very weird. I'm gonna need to find a fix for that before we go again. Because that is not what I'm seeing. I am not seeing bright yellow, bright orange. Unless my eyes are just broke. Maybe. Alright, we're going to start by doing a dry brush on the silver. And then we are going to do a dry brush on the yellow bits. Yeah, I think I'm more or less just going to call it there for all the detailing and stuff. And once that's out of the way, I think I'll just do the base. I'll just go through a bit of time, and then that'll be it for today. Which, for a stream coming back, apart from the start of it, not too bad. I might do a collab stream of this next week. I'll see how I'm feeling. Oh. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Alright, let's do some Stormhold Silver, shall we? I also didn't want this stream to be too long, because... yeah. The muscle memory kicks in, you can go for a long time with these kind of streams, but if you don't have the muscle memory, it really feels like it's taking its time. So, yeah. That's over. Good, good. Next step is going to be regular belt. Jalapeno is orange. Yes, green. Oh, Misty, welcome in. How you guys doing? Dun, 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 dun. How is the stream? What are you guys doing? Just chatting? We missed you. We missed you too. Yay. Mr. Antics is here. This British VTuber is a delightful mix of clumsy and directionally challenged, but their antics are always entertaining. From chatting with cuddly cats to taming goats and diving into games like Don't Make Cry and Subnautica. Mr. Antics streams are a fun-filled adventure. Don't miss out on their wholesome vibes and gaming goodness. Absolutely. If you guys aren't checking out Misty, make sure to go check her out. She is freaking awesome, wholesome, and always playing some awesome games. Yeah, it was a chill chatting semi-co-working stream with some hamster talk. Aww. Green companion game. Nice. Nice. I'm glad you had a good time. Yay. No, you. No, you. So yeah, going from that, we're doing some chill painting times. We are currently doing a test paint of a rat ogre for the Skaven Age of Sigmar Warhammer. We have done most of the detailing so far. I don't know what's happening with my camera, but that's supposed to be yellow. Just saying. That's not orange, that's supposed to be yellow. But yep, looking good. Good. We're just about to move on to the basing right now. Oh, and for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Nimrak. I'm a Dragon Coated VTuber. I play RPGs, paint miniatures, obviously, and do whatever the hell I feel like. Welcome, man! And Misty, if you need to, make sure to get something to eat, get something to drink, and just have a lovely rest of your day. You freaking deserved it and earned it. Yeah. We missed you. Yay! So yeah, we're going to move on to the basing real quick. We're going to paint some rocks, and we're going to add some technical paint. I'm getting some meat spell. We locking? Okay, thank you for the lurk. Thank you. Get your gnomes. Get your gnomes on. Using the dry brush. Let's see. Need some Pakistan 3 for the rope. And then once we do that, we're going to slather on just an absolute bunch of this. We got some Stirling Mud, which is like the clumpiest paint you'll ever encounter. You just smash that on, it acts like, it almost looks like real mud. Which kind of gives away with the name, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. Go. And then time for the base material. I really need to get a new tool for basing because I've used the one I have so much. It's actually starting to be eaten away by the that I've put on it. First sorted out. Nope. Alright, where is it? So yeah, this is what it looks like now. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but see if I was to bend this too much, this thing would just fly right off. It's holding on by for dear life, honest to God. I think I've used this thing to base about for 300 meters. The good and bad thing about this paint is it's very clumpy. So it's very easy to accidentally chuck some of it onto the miniature, which in some cases is good, because you want it to look like the character or mini or whatever has been absolutely rolling through this shit. Other cases, nah, you want it to look clean. So yeah, it's entirely up to what the hell you're painting. go, that's done. Then we're gonna have to leave that to set for probably about 3 or 4 hours. It really generally takes a while for this damn thing to dry. And then once it dries, we're gonna have to do a bit of shading, and then once we do the shading, do a bit of dry brush so we can make it pop, stick out with all the little detail on the mud. All the little creases and stuff. I could just do the rim. Like, probably wait till it dries to do the rim. Otherwise, it can be a little messy from time to time. The base. Because I'm gonna get it. Okay, so that's probably as much as we're going to be able to do with this today. I might see about doing more of these next Wednesday. But for reference, this is more or less what that looked like to begin with. It's a completely blank canvas, and there we go. I'm loving the way the contrast paint worked out like this. It has saved me so much time today. Maybe a little bit of tidying up I need to do it off stream, but apart from that, I'm actually quite happy with that. I only have 5 more of these assholes to go. Anyway, I think we're probably going to be raiding out now. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you. Let's pop over to Just Chatting real quick. And where is my thingy-majig? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's scuff this hell stream today. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. And Misty, thank you as always for the raid. Always appreciate it. Misty's freaking awesome. Make sure to go check her out, guys. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here, Misty. Thank you. I give you another shout out because, you know, of course. There we go. Let's get this raid train going. Let's see who else we can raid out to. Oh, let's raid Devi. Devi's online. Yay! Let's go see what Devi's up to. Let's see if I can remember how to spell Devi's name. Is that right? Yeah, thank God. Thank you for being here, Annie. Thank you. Alright, let's get this raid going. I'm glad to be back to doing painting streams again. It has been so long. I think the last painting stream I did was last year. Jeez, it has been a hot minute. Raid setup. Here's the raid messages. You should put them down. Let's see, what's Devi up to? Devi's actually, this is very, very odd time. So Devi's currently doing like rainbow themed nails right now. So we're going from one art stream to another. Alright, once more, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Thanks for the raid, and let's go see what Devi's doing. Alright, bye guys, bye bye. Imagine me waving, but you can't see it. Bye.